Hey, what is happening? This is Linus, you're watching TechLine, and it seems that everyone's talking about the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra or the S20 Plus, but Samsung Galaxy S20 is for those who look for a compact device, but they also want great specifications. In this video, I'll go through all the pros and cons of this device so you can make the buying decision yourself.
The Galaxy S20 is a very expensive phone, but you can save for it by selling your old devices to Gizmodo that buys all sorts of tech at the highest prices online, and they are the sponsor of this video. Gizmodo offers instant quotes and payment, 15 days guarantee, and free shipping. Check out the link in the video description and start selling. Unboxing is usually the most boring part of each review, but here are a few points worth mentioning. The S20 ships with a brand new 25W fast charger. Samsung calls it a super fast charger even though it's not the fastest out there. There's also a pair of good sounding AKG branded USB Type-C earphones. The design of the phone is Samsung. Premium build, metal, glass, we've seen this before, but what I love about the Galaxy S20 the most? Ergonomics and weight distribution. The phone feels really comfortable to hold in one hand. That can be said about the majority of phones these days. That's because we have a 6.2-inch display, which is not small by any means, but it uses a 20:9 aspect ratio, meaning that the phone is narrower but taller for easier one-hand usability. I don't have the biggest hands out there, but I can easily scroll through the menus, social media, or websites with one hand. The display is probably the best you can get on any phone along with other S20 series devices. It's not only sharp, vivid, and bright, but 120Hz refresh ratio changes the entire user experience. The phone feels much smoother than any other device with a conventional 60Hz display. A caveat, 120Hz works only in Full HD resolution, but the panel still looks amazing in 1080p. Once you try 120, it's hard to go back to 60Hz. Honestly, I prefer smoothness over pixel peeping. On the back, the S20 has a triple camera setup that consists of a wide, ultra-wide, and telephoto lens. On the front, there is a 10-megapixel snapper. I will talk about how these sensors perform in practice in just a bit. The rest of the phone is kind of familiar to the previous generation Samsung's flagships. We have a dual stereo loudspeaker system that sounds really good, IP68 rating for water and dust resistance is always useful, 2 SIM card slots are convenient for traveling or doing some fishy business or living a secret secondary life. The microSD card slot gives you an affordable storage expansion option. I also love always on display feature. A fingerprint scanner that is implemented under the display is pretty fast and reliable, but if you don't like it, face unlock feature works well too. There is no headphone jack, but I'm used to wireless earbuds so much that I stopped caring about the lack of this feature. Galaxy Buds are probably my favorite true wireless earphones, and they work seamlessly with the S20. There are also plenty of amazing budget options out there that I reviewed on my channel. I will leave a few video links down below in the description. Year after year, Samsung makes its flagships with pretty much the best chipsets on the market, lots of memory and storage. The Galaxy S20 is no exception. The phone is made to perform like a champ, whether it is the latest 3D game or a simple task that you want to complete in the feature-packed yet clean-looking and super fast user interface. That 120Hz screen adds a lot to the overall speed of the phone. The S20 is really smooth and responsive no matter what you do with it. I suggest you go to the retail store and try the smoothness of the UI yourself, because the camera doesn't do justice. Just like any Samsung phone, the Android 10 base S20 gives you a ton of customization options and tweaks to play with, so you can make the phone look your own. I feel like repeating myself in each and every Samsung phone video, but if you have used a Sammy device recently, you'll feel right at home. You can customize and tweak the phone in a variety of ways. Daylight image quality is among the best we've seen on a smartphone, whether you take pictures using wide angle or the main camera. 3x hybrid optical zoom images also look pretty good, but I expected to see a little bit more detail in some of the shots. Everything beyond 3x zoom is okay, but this is a digital zoom after all, so you can't expect much from it. You can zoom in up to 30 times, which is great, but the results may not always impress you. You can also take 64 megapixels pictures that have a lot of detail that is useful for cropping. Auto mode does a pretty good job in low light, but if you want to unleash the full potential of the cameras, night mode is the way to go. I wouldn't say that all the images are perfect, but the quality is among the very best. However, the wide angle and zoom lens could perform better. I like selfie image quality whether you take them in auto or portrait modes, both in good and poor lighting, a high quality selfie shooter. Portrait shots taken with the main camera look really good too. There is also a single take mode that takes quite a few different pictures and videos at the same time, so you can pick and choose the best shots you want. I think this feature is really neat. The Galaxy S20 is one of the first phones that can record videos in 8K resolution. Some may say it's just a gimmick, but I always like innovation and I'm happy that Samsung brought this feature. The video has a lot of resolved detail and sharpness, but you need a powerful device to play it back. My 2-year-old maxed out MacBook Pro can play it, but the playback is a little bit choppy. Check out uncut video sample that I uploaded on YouTube and be the judge. 4K video quality is one of the best. The footage is really sharp, detailed, and very smooth and stable using all camera lenses. A downside, you can switch between different cameras only in 4K 30 frames per second mode. 4K 60 FPS video is also nice and smooth, but there is more noise than in 30 FPS video. The phone can shoot great quality 4K 60 and 30 FPS video with a front-facing camera too. Check out a dedicated camera review where I talk about image quality in detail and cover features that were not mentioned in this video, like live focus video, super steady video, slow motion, pro camera mode, and so on and so forth. Subscribe to the Tech Line if you haven't already, so you don't miss that. Battery life really depends on how you use the S20. For example, if you use the phone on average brightness and 60Hz refresh ratio mostly for YouTube, web browsing, and social media, you may get over 12 hours of screen on time, which is a really impressive result. However, if you set the screen brightness to the maximum and use 120Hz refresh ratio setting, take a lot of pictures, record videos, and so on, you should not expect to get more than 5 hours of SOT. It's still a respectable result. When using the inbox 25 watts charger, the S20 will recharge from dead to full in about 75 minutes. As usual to Samsung's flagships, there is a wireless charging feature. You can also rest assured that all the connectivity options on the S20 will work just fine. I had no issues with the call quality, signal reception, GPS, NFC, Bluetooth, and there are all the sensors you could ever need on a smartphone. The conclusion of this review: the Samsung Galaxy S20 is a great smartphone. The main caveat: 120Hz refresh ratio only works in Full HD resolution, but the panel still looks amazing in 1080p. I also expected a bit better image quality when using digital zoom, as this is a feature that is highly praised by Samsung. Despite these flaws, the Galaxy S20 is a pretty much perfect compact flagship smartphone. It has great design, premium build, amazing display, excellent overall performance, one of the best cameras, great battery life, and even though it is expensive as it costs about $1,000, the S20 is probably the best compact Android smartphone the money can buy at the moment. $1,000 is a lot of money, but you can save it by selling your old smartphone or other tech to Gizmodo. Whether it's a previous generation Galaxy or an iPhone or any other device, Gizmodo offers the best prices online. Check out the video description to learn more. What do you think about the Samsung Galaxy S20? Would you buy this phone or would you choose another device? As always, like the video if you liked it, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, follow me on social media for the latest updates, and as always, it was Linus, thank you for watching and see you soon.